Well guys, sorry I've been making very many videos lately. My eyes have just been aching. Something about one eye's fighting the other one. Cause one's farsighted and one's not, so... Yep. This video is about what stuff the Volkswagen needs to be drivable. It does need a good bit of work. Right here, needs a new fuel injector. Because it's missing out this fuel injector. I have a feeling it is the fuel injector, not the actual engine. The reason I know it's this one is because I loosened the nut on top. The engine didn't slow down at all, like it did when I did that one. So, gotta do that. Also, I found I had a halfway stuck open thermostat. Reason being that it would almost overheat when you're going uphill. But yet when you're on the flats, when you're on the flats, it would temperature gauge will barely register, and if you turn on the heater, it wouldn't register at all. So I thought this thermostat was stuck open. That's what I thought. I mean, the thermostat is basically probably almost all the way open when you're going uphill, and it's pretty much all the way partially closed when you're on the flats. Well, took the thermostat out, and no thermostat was in there, right here. So, since Volkswagens are kind of weird sometimes, took out this side, and didn't have a thermostat on that side either. So my guess is the head gasket's blown, and the last one just took out the thermostat so it wouldn't overheat. My guess is why it blew is it looks like it's a brand new head. It's quite shiny. And I guess they didn't know what they were doing, and they didn't give it even tension on all the bolts. According to David, some that can blow the head gasket. So, yeah. Also, it has, my thing has worn rod bearings, so it needs a new engine. Reason being, it has low oil pressure on the, has low oil pressure. I know it has low oil pressure because I unplugged this, put a mechanical oil pressure gauge on, and it only went up to 20 pounds at full throttle. Not good. And when I drained the oil out to put a heavier weight oil on it, the oil had a very bad burnt smell to it. My dad described it kind of like burnt popcorn. And I talked to a couple of mechanics about it, and they said they both think it's the rod bearings are worn. That would explain why it has low oil pressure, and maybe why it's burning oil. It's making the oil smell burnt. Never heard of that happening before. Google never did it either, I guess. Here's the master cylinder. You see its brake fluid is leaking out the seal on the back, leaking down the brake booster. So, and it has a smushy brake pedal feeling. Same thing happened with my primer truck. Not my primer truck, the gray Toyota truck, the 90. Yep. Also needs a CV axle, or at least a joint and a boot. We're probably just going to replace the whole axle because that way we get 2 new boots and 2 new joints. And it's only like $50, so. Then I gotta figure out why the fan belt keeps loosening itself up. See, it's kind of loose. Here's a little bit of rust repair there. Only rust on the whole car, actually. Needs new tires, definitely. They're not even safe to drive on. They have very big cracks in them. Yeah, cracks down there. And they're actually quite old. They're as old as I am. Maybe older. And I was born in '88. Huh. A little bit of scratch. Does need a license backup light. I did get a socket for it. Need to put it on. If we fix it, I will put it on. Needs a license plate light too. Registration's good till March and next year. Too bad it died right after we did the registration on it. Also, the low beams don't work, only the high beams. So I think it's only a few, so I'll fix that. Have a whole bunch of those. Driver's seat. One design by Volkswagen that I don't really care for is when the seats are very comfortable, don't get me wrong. Look actually, looks like they've been redone. But the foam on the inside, I actually sit on them for a whole bunch. The foam smushes down and your bottom's actually sitting on the support brackets. And that doesn't feel too good when your bottom's sitting on there. It gets you a sore bottom when you're driving around. So if we keep it, I'll get the seats from a Jetta or something. Looks like they have the same bracket. Weird, I never saw cars. Someone text message me? Why did I bring my phone? Oh yeah, I did. Check it in a minute. Yeah. And if we want the air conditioning to work, we'll have to get a new suction hose for it. Diagnosed as a suction hose because I had a whole bunch of cracks in it. It's in the back. Back needs to be cleaned out. Here it is. Come on, focus. See, it has a whole bunch of cracks. Camera doesn't pick them up. Oh, it's picking them up a little bit. But I just think this is where it's leaking from, so. That windows need to be re-glued in. I didn't do a very good job at it. If I didn't mention, it does need new wheel bearings all the way around. The wheels squeak. Probably coolant flush. And pretty much a new engine. Timing belt looks like it's pretty easy to do on these, actually. I don't know. Never done a timing belt before. And stuff needs to be cleaned out from the inside. I don't know if we're going to keep this one, seriously. Oh, my battery's almost dead. It's my dad's car, and I don't know. He says he wants to fix it, but my mom says not to, so I don't know. We end up getting rid of it. I'm definitely keeping the push bar and the battery and the gauge cluster and the heater control. Basically stuff for my clutch. And definitely, I like this car. It gets about 46 miles a gallon on the highway, and probably gets low 40s or at least high 30s and around town. Diesel, you know. 5-speed. Yep. Got a new fan clutch for the truck. Need to put it on still. Got it from the auto records from an 81 Toyota truck 2-wheel drive. You know, basic model. It says it has 116,000 miles, but that's not the original odometer. This one's from a gas. So, who knows how many miles it really has. The original odometer broke at 97,000 miles. Yep. I'll try to keep making more videos. Just my eyes just sometimes ache so much I can't even concentrate, so. Yep. Wonder if there's on Volkswagens, at least this model. Fog light switch. Oh, that's nice. Nice big ashtray. Didn't even know I had a cigarette lighter. Yep. Well guys, over and out. 79 Dotson, out.